Okay, so what I'm going to start with is CAD. CAD functionality is actually, it's a very powerful tool. It's something that you're going to be using quite often. So what it allows us to do is we can use it to go and add extra information on pretty much any screen that we need to, or any view. So you'll see, like on your plan view, your elevation view, if you're inside a unit, on your face view, plan view, in view, everywhere we go, or mostly everywhere, there's the option that says CAD.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you go there back to your plan view, it won't be in 3D view.
Yeah. It's in plan and elevation.
Yes. So if I go there
Yeah.
into CAD view,
Right.
it's going to give me this on top. So this is CAD functionality.
Oh.
With this, I can go and add user inputted information. So just to give you a basic breakdown of what we can do with this before we actually start adding stuff, I can go and add different lines, rectangles, circles, hatching, arches, and such to indicate specific information. I can go and add dimensions that I want to. I can go and add leaders. I can go and add text, text boxes. I can check for Spain, and I can do clouds, just to highlight certain information. Then under the insert option, I can go and add a few more things. Sorry, such as symbols, tables, EXFs, images, or medias.
And media.
Yeah, it creates a hyperlink for media. So basically what we can do here, and we're going to be using most of these options when we get to drawings to set up our drawing templates and such. But what we can do here is this works like almost like paint, pretty much. I can go here and say lines, and that allows me to go and drag lines.
Just lines.
Just lines. Yeah. With these lines, I can still select them, and I can go and change them. I can change their line types. I can change the dash scales if I have a dash line or such. I can start and change the starting X and starting Y positions. I can change the end X and end Y positions. I can change the length, and I can change the angle. So that's just stock standard lines. With these lines, I can also do rectangles, which is just normal boxes that I can draw. I can do circles as well, and then I can do arches. Right. So most of this you're not really going to be using as of now on this.
Right.
You can use those for maybe if you want to indicate a specific item there. You can drag a box over it. But where this will come in handy is if we start doing leaders. So the hatching is also quite a nice little option. If I want to add hatching on a specific thing, let's say for instance I want to indicate that this space over here needs to be kept open, no matter what. I can go and do this. I can go and say hatch. I can go and draw my little box. Once it's closed, it's going to give me my options here at the left. I can go and change my color of my lines to, let's say I want light blue. Create me light blue lines. I can change my line types. I can change my line thickness. With this, it won't really have much of an effect because with my hatching, I can go here and say, I want lines dashed.
Right.
Why is it now not lines dashed? Okay. And that creates me a hatched area. I can go and change my hatching to whatever I want. I'm going to show you how to set up those hatching styles as well. We're going to get to that when we get to drawings. But the hatching, quite a powerful little tool. So then you can now go and say, okay, now I got my area here set. Now I just need to indicate to them when I send this to drawing. So that it says there, keep area open. Now I can go and do a leader. So I can go here on the drop down. I can say text leader.
Text leader, right.
So what I can do now
And it's
is
an assembly, okay.
I can click where it starts,
Right.
drag a little bit up, drag a little bit to the side, and as soon as I right click, it's going to prompt me this. Then I can say there, keep area open. And I can say okay. And then it's going to do that. It's going to give me a text leader indicating keep area open. Right. So the text leaders you can use to go and add information or pointing at something to specify certain items or however you need. You can also do a normal leader, just a standard leader, which is just indicating without the text. But with this now, you can still go and say text, and I can click where I want it, and then it's going to prompt me to type and say test 1. Okay. And then it adds that text there for me separately from the leader.
Right.
Alternatively, I can say text box.
Yeah,
So I can select on the box. I can drag my little box that I need.
And you insert your text.
And then I'll just insert my text.
And they've got the other option, which is assembly leader.
Assembly leader does this. If I press there, immediately indicates. So you'll see I can't press it anywhere. I have to go and press on a unit. Then it allows me.
Because that's for an assembly.
And as soon as I right click, it indicates that's F1D.
Right.
If I do it here for, let's do it for one of these.
The corner tab.
It's going to prompt me for which one.
Which one?
And take that one, drag it to the side, wall 1D on drive.
Nice.
That's just to indicate what cabinets those are. Right. Then I have these dimensions. So dimensions I can use to add user-specified dimensions. So I can go and say, I want from there to there a dimension.
Right.
Or from there to there.
Sure.
And then it then adds me the dimensions. Let me change this color. Okay. So you can use that then to add dimensions. I can go and use the spelling to check for any spelling errors.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
And in the cloud, does exactly what it is. You can just press and click and draw a little cloud. Right. So most of these options here are quite easy. Now, I can also do this. If I now, for instance, have a rectangle there.
Right.
I can now use this join, bend, and trim options on existing lines. For instance, I can go here to trim, delete, keep, or break. So trim, delete does exactly what it does. If I select trim, delete, and I select a line.
Nice.
So if I select trim, delete, and I select a line, like just check here, and I click on a line, it deletes it.
Ah, okay.
If I go and say trim, keep,
You trim a split, doesn't.
If I say trim break, it won't do anything with this because it's a rectangle.
Right.
But if I do that on a standard line,
it gives you a trim break. Nothing.
To break items using this option, you can rather select it.
Right.
Right click, and it gives you the. Just make sure because you're still on the drawing, so press escape.
Yeah. Okay. I see what it is. Okay.
There you go. Now you can select it. Right click on it. Then you'll see there's an option that says break.
Ah, okay.
Then you can break that line into equal segments with the amount that you specify.
Sure.
Right. Then I have this join option. Join is quite nice. I can say consolidate to make two lines into one. Connect, if the lines aren't connected properly, I can use that option to connect them properly. I have fillet to give it a radius corner, and chamfer to give it a chamfer corner.
Right.
So for instance, on this fillet, I'm going to select it. On the left here, it's going to give me my radius.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to press here on the two lines. Okay, it's not going to do it on the rectangle boxes. Let's just do it on the standard line. Join. press
Yeah,
on the
you
two
select the
lines,
two and then it.
add
Okay.
that radius corner. Chamfer does exactly the same. It just gives you a chamfer corner.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are pretty straightforward. They are not that difficult.
When do you use these CAD features?
When you want to add custom information, like for instance your leaders, or indicate certain items. This is something that designers use, right? To indicate specific features or specific items
Or changes.
information, or if something needs to be done modified or however. So you use this to add any additional information on the design that you might need. But now where this comes in quite handy is with this insert option. So insert, if I press on symbol, it gives me a catalog of symbols that I can add.
Arrows, markers, reference, join details. Oh, I see. Right.
So if I want to say here, there needs to come let's say, a ground. My ground connection is there. So I get my ground connection and I place it there.
Ah, I
And
see.
then that ground goes there. So you can use this to add objects to go and indicate also specific things that need to be placed in specific places.
So, can I derive that we would use this CAD function purely for plumbing, electrical? Not really.
For more than that.
More than that.
You can use it for any
For all the architectural requirements.
for any specific information that you need to add on your design.
And lighting as well.
You can add to indicate that there comes a light, there comes a light,
right.
there comes a light, and such. Now, other than that, I can also go here and say table. Now, this table is quite a fun little thing.
Yeah, sure.
So, once I select table,
Right.
it's going to allow me to go and draw a square. So, click anywhere.
Yeah.
And then click again. Then it's going to do this.
Yeah.
Now, I need to go and specify what information I need to show in the table. So I'm going to press here on the plus button in the bottom left corner.
Oh, I see.
Then I'm going to say header and filter. So I want to see base cabinets. And I'm going to say OK. Now you'll see there it says base cabinets. Now, next to that now I have columns. Where I can now go and say, OK, I want my names to be visible. So I'm going to send it right. I want my description to be visible, my width to be visible, my height to be visible, and my depth to be visible. Okay, but now I can also go and do this. I'm going to say here again, plus, the bottom left corner, and I'm going to filter out upper cabinets.
Upper cabinets, right?
I'm going to say OK. Now I'm going to make sure my upper cabinets are selected under my groups, and then I'm going to say I want name, description, width,
description,
height, and depth.
Description, the width, the height, and the depth.
Cool. Once I've gotten my groups here selected that I need, and I say OK, it gives me a table there indicating all of that information automatically.
Nice.
It's going to give me all of my base units, their descriptions, their widths, heights, depths, and same with my application.
And you do that for each of the designations you want, for whatever you want.
For whatever you want. If you want to pull through a table to indicate what's on this design.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
When do you use this function, or when do designers use this function?
Whenever they need to. It's
when you're cataloging or anything of that nature, yes.
If you want to send this through with the design to tell the client that's everything that's in the design to show them.
Can you do this for each cabinet as well?
You can do this for each cabinet. As, not really. I wouldn't advise it to do
a
table
so this is
like
more
this.
on the plan.
Yes. Okay. I would rather advise to do this with a plan because it's going to give you all of your layout information of all your units or such that's on this view, on this group.
Right.
Right. Other than that, I can go and pull in DXF files. So DXF files, what a lot of our clients does is if they have a specific floor layout and the architect sends them a floor layout in DXF format with their wall placements and their sizes and everything, pull in a DXF format, paste it, and do your design over the DXF format.
Don't lie.
You can then go and retrace it. Do you have a DXF?
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to open a new job.
Yeah.
Where are you going now?
No, is it? No. Okay.
Okay, so what you can do if you want to test it,
Yeah.
create new room.
Oh yes, okay.
No,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Just create a new room there.
Why do I keep doing that over here? Create
New room. And just say okay.
So, okay.
Let's see if your DXF format is correct. So go into
go
CAD.
into plan. I go to CAD. I go into insert. I was playing with this and I said, okay, I'm sure it's gonna.
Okay. Press on the three little dots.
Dots.
Go and find your DXF.
I just pulled it. See, I was busy with this one. That's DXF4. Just get open. And I say import. The scale is to 1:100.
Yeah, scale 1.
Scale 1.
Keep it a 1:1.
Okay.
Say import typically, it doesn't seem like it reads this DXF. I'll have to check the DXF format is not correct.
It's corrupt. Let me try this one.
Now, it could be a different DXF format. That's weird that it doesn't want to bring it in. Okay, so there's something over there. Change that scale quickly to 100.
Because that was 100. This one. Scale is 100.
Okay, give it a width of 1000. Okay, you can't even. Okay, place it.
Close.
And then place it. Click. Yeah, it's too small. I think it's your scale on that design that's maybe a little bit off.
Should I change it to 1,000?
Let me check something quickly.
Which file format do you use to convert PDF to DXF?
We don't. I don't do that. It's not something we do. Import. Doesn't even want to import this one. Okay. There you go. Just need to click it.
Ah, okay.
So that is quite.
Just change it to 100.
That's very, very big. No. 1:1 scale. See, that's massive. Let's make it a little bit. Okay, let's just deselect that. Open it again. Import. Okay, that one is very small. That one is, there's something not like with that one. Let's try this one again. There we go. So it's currently width, length is fine. Let's make it a 1:1. Let's make it a 1:10. There we go. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, it has too much information. It's overloading it. Every time you're going to zoom in or such, it's going to do this.
And if you change it to 1:100 on the scale?
I'm going to try now quickly, because I think this is just...
Because that's exactly what the designers don't want to do. They don't want to redraw floor plans. They want to trace over the floor plans.
Yes, yes.
Because I mean, I was trying to capture a customer's floor plan. It takes anywhere between 3 and 4 hours to redraw a floor plan.
So I'm just waiting for this
to finish. It's really cool, eh? Really nice.
Just waiting for this now to finish scrolling out.
Sure.
CAD. This is a massive drawing, so it's going to cause issues.
But the beauty of it, the system can handle it.
A little bit slow, especially on stuff that's this big.
Intricate.
It's too big. Because especially now on the scale that I brought it in, it's gonna take a while. Because it's rendering everything in now. Just wait for it to finish. Oh, come now.
If you change the scale there?
No, that's not.
Oh, that's to view it. Okay.
Oh, yes, like that. Okay, kan jy nou ophou? Just going to go out of that quickly, and I'm just going to go and say, where's my modify? Modifications. All the rooms, room 2. Okay, I'm going to remove that. Okay, I'm just going to create a new one. Okay, Cat 7, insert DXF, open, import. Just give it a second. There we go. Scale to 100.
Didn't we have it to 100?
No, I had it to 10.
Oh, I see. There it is. Beautiful.
You see, it's all of this extra information.
That's coming
There's
up.
just too much information on this. This is definitely going to slow down.
But if you're working with a plan like this, you just redraw over it, right?
You just redraw over it.
Yeah.
Just try and get something that's just a little bit less cluttered.
Okay.
Because yes, this is very cluttered. I don't know how you guys read any of this information. It's very cluttered.
Can you imagine trying to read off the floor plan?
This is very cluttered. Yeah, but yeah, that's how you do it. You can then bring in the DXF, bring it to the correct scale.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And then you just retrace
and
it.
You trace it with your lines, of course.
Correct. And then once you're done, you can just come back to your X3 CAD. Select it once it allows you to. This thing that's being so slow. And then delete it.
That's cool.
So then your floor plan stays that you designed, but your DXF one. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do as well.
Thank you.
Just maybe check for something that's not as cluttered.
But we can speak to the architect, so
yeah, just send you a broken down version of it, just to give you a little bit less information.
Yeah, we just need the floor plan.
Yeah. Then other insert that you can do here is image. So you can go and get images.
Images, right.
That you can then go and bring in.
Okay.
And you can also go and say media. So what this media does, it doesn't physically bring in the media. You'll see there is quite a bit of media information that you can bring in. But like movie files, images, document files, sound clips and everything. What this does is it brings in a hyperlink. So if I go and say, okay, I want a hyperlink to that, a PDF file.
Yeah.
Open it, I'm going to place it there. I can't physically view it in Cabinet Vision. But if I double click it, it opens up the hyperlink. Okay. So you can bring in media files there for images or music or videos or PDF files.
Yeah,
or
sure,
whatever.
sure.
So you can actually go and say, okay,
Media files,
break down, create a
clips.
PDF file of how a cabinet gets assembled, the step-by-step guide, bring it in as a hyperlink, paste it there, and then you can go and double click on that and then it brings up the hyperlink.
Does the program have a step-by-step guide for whatever you're producing?
No, I'm saying if you create
If you do create one.
Okay. So with that, you can then go and add media and such as well.
Right.
Other than that, that is the basic functionality of CAD. I would advise go and play around with it. Because with most of these items that I can add, such as my text boxes and my text and my leaders and all those types of things.
Sure.
If you added it and you select it again, there's a lot more options here on the left that you can do with it. So for instance, you can go and change your font on your texts. Is it bold, yes or no? Where is it aligned? What's the height of the font? What's the font size? All those types of things. So you can go and modify them after you place them as well.
Sure.
Right. So go and play around with this a little bit. It's quite helpful. It's quite a powerful tool.
Okay, got you.
All right. Other than that, CAD is pretty straightforward. Where we're going to be using this mostly is with our drawings, which we are going to go do now. So drawings template is there for one reason. You can go there to drawings. Drawings is what we use to set our templates and our design presentations. So I just want to go get my tissue to
Yeah,
my
yeah,
glasses
sure.
quickly.
You said it's for our temp, our. Oh, hey, no. Sorry, you give my fluke. It's okay. Did you get it?
You might want to move this thing because I think if a client sits down here with you,
No,
they keep bumping their head.
it's a problem.
I'm going to clean my glasses so I can actually see. Okay, so with the drawings, that's what we're going to use for our templates, for our presentations and such. So with this, how it works, we're going to set up a template here with the paper sizes or title block so that it looks like this. Just take man-made. I'm going to, don't stress too much about what I do now. I just want to set it up just to show you how it's going to look. So that it looks like this. Then we have our template here, bringing in all of our information, and then we have our design here, same as what that DXF file is that we brought in now, which we can now create directly from Cad and Vision with all of our relevant information. So what we're going to be doing now is I'm going to show you how to set up this title block so that you can always use it within accordance with your paper sizes and everything. So the main reason how this works is on every view that I'm in, plan, elevation, 3D, after you've done a render, everything, I can anywhere go and right click, and then I have the option to say to drawing or to live drawing.
To live drawing and to drawing. To
Yes.
drawing, right, okay.
So to drawing
Yeah.
sends just a static image
Nice.
through to my drawings. Now
Right.
I can go to my drawings tab.
Go to drawings there.
My drawing that I sent through will
okay,
be
there's
there.
a kitchen floor plan.
I can then drag it and place it.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. You can resize it as well. Grab it on the corner and just drag it smaller.
Also, you can do your own. Right.
And then you can add all of your relevant images. If you need to take that, you can take it with you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Kevin speaking. Very well, and you, man. Yeah, where are you sending the order to? To the showroom, yeah. Correct. It will be closing a bit early. Is your driver on his way? What what time do you think it will be done? Before 4:30. Well, we close at 4:30. If you can get here before 4:30, we'll gladly accept the parcel. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. You tell them 5 o'clock. They'll get here at 6.
Tell them today they'll come in a week.
Yeah, that's the problem with them. Sorry about it. Thanks.
That's all good. So you can then go and get all your images and then you can place them here.
Right.
The amount of, and you can send it through from any pretty much any view that you are in Cad and Vision. On your plan view, elevation view, 3D view, inside a unit,
Nice.
on your part views, no matter where it is, you can right click to drawing. Now, the basic 2 drawing sends you through a standard 2 drawing image. And the information that gets sent through with it gets controlled by layers as well. You remember the little pencils?
Yes, right.
So you can switch that off to send to specify, because for instance now, all of this DXF information is for me. I need it on the design so I know what's
You
going
don't
on.
want to send it to the customer.
I don't want to send it through to the customer. So I cannot go and say,
What you want to be
my
seen.
CAD,
Yeah.
I don't want to send it through to drawings. Okay. Right click to drawing, removes the CAD.
Nice.
And then I can go and bring in that clean image on my drawings. All right. Then I have the option to do live drawing. So live drawing is exactly what it is. If I say here live drawing, it takes a live image of what I have here. I can go and add this image now on my drawings. And now check what happens. If I now go and move this unit, I'm going to place it there.
It modifies and deletes in live time. Yeah.
In the live drawing, not in the static one.
Mm.
Just be warned, if you use multiple live drawings on multiple sheets or
Sorry, it slows the piece
it's
down.
going to slow it down quite heavily because it's basically multiple instances.
The designer will only do that basically if they're busy with the client at that point of time.
You can, yeah, if they need to just get the information on a template. So
they're making quick changes.
Yeah, and if they want to send that through to a client. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, use static images.
And it does slow down the system tremendously.
The live drawing speeds. If you have too many of them.
Right.
Because remember, now I have an instance of the design here.
Yeah.
And then it's 7 sheets with 3 live drawings on each. And that's all live instances of the design.
Correct.
So it does chow the performance quite a bit. But other than that, the live drawing function is quite powerful. It's quite fun to use.
Mm.
All right. Other than that, I can even go here on my 3D views. Let me go into my view 2. After I've done render, I'm just going to do, because this is what I want to show. If I go quickly and do a preview advanced render, my render's done. As soon as I say to drawing, it defaults back. So the image that gets sent through is a pre-rendered view. The reason for this is because of a setting that I modified it. You remember when I told you about this post-process?
Yeah.
Image editing.
If
that's off, it does not send a rendered view to your drawings.
So you got to make sure that's on.
That should always be on. So if I say now, X render, preview advanced, right click to drawing, there's my drawing render now. Okay. So that image editing must always be on. Alright, otherwise you're never going to get rendered drawings on your drawing templates. Okay. Other than that, you can go and send images through from everything. I can go and say inside my cabinet, on my in view, to drawing. I can go into my left sub-end, to drawing. And there's alles sommer nog weg. I think it did send through. Let's just go and check. I think it's just my layer schedules that might be a little bit wonky.
A lot of cool functions you get used to.
It's a lot of technical functions,
But
but
great
once you
stuff.
get used to
Yeah.
it, it's going to make your life on designing a whole lot easier. And on top of that, it's going to make everybody else's life easier because they're going to get everything they need from the get go. It's not just go
Sure.
and modify this a little bit, do this manually quickly, go and add this, go and do this. And if you need to add extra items, it's fast, it's easy.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for this thing to
No,
load
no
finish.
problem.
I accidentally pressed on SQL Center.
Oh, so now it's busy preparing. I have done that a few times and I see it pulls all the pieces and everything.
Breaks down your
Yeah.
cabinets into their specific parts.
And it's
such.
ready for manufacturing.
And then from there, we go and optimize it on the specific machine, and then we run the NC code labels for.
That was
the
nice. I
files.
made those mistakes. I actually picked it up.
Cool. Now, nice thing about this is as well, if
Yeah.
I now have this on my drawings template.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have all my CAD functionality here. Here, I didn't send any through it. But now I need to go and designate extra information here for the client. I still have CAD functionality here as well. I can just double click anywhere on the open screen. And then I have
And then your CAD functions.
is there again, just for the drawing template.
Nice.
I can either do it for the drawing template as a whole, or I can double click on the image and it adds drawing
Oh, that's cool.
CAD functionality just for this image
Sure.
specific. All right. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I can go here and I can say create a new sheet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then you have
Does it number the amount of sheets for that
sheet
job?
1, sheet 2,
Okay,
and
cool.
over.
Right.
I can go here to say edit sheets, where I can go and select them. I can rename them. I can move them up or down in the order. And I can open a new one or I can create a new one. So you can do quite
And
a
it's
bit
really
of
powerful for presentations.
for presentations.
Yeah.
You can go and get out all of your design templates with all of the information necessary. Go to File, print them all out, and then you have them to send through.
Print, or you can do a PDF.
You can print them to PDF as well. Like
Right.
as soon as you go say print, it opens up your printing tab.
Right.
Then you can go and say Microsoft Print to PDF or select your printer
Options.
Alright. Alright. Other than that, we're going to start getting into this
Where's that modifications?
under drawings.
Oh, it's under drawings. Okay, right.
Here, I can now go and set up new paper sizes,
Yeah,
which shouldn't really be necessary
sometimes it is.
because we have all the standards.
Oh.
From A1 to A5 is there. We have our letter size and all those as well.
But we stick to A4.
Yeah. Now, I can also go to Drawings Library. Now, Drawings Library is where we go and set up stuff such as my template here.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
My template. I go and set up stuff like my symbols. I go and set up stuff like my hatching
Typo blocks.
and all those types of things.
Oh, wow.
So,
And there's a drawing scene as well.
drawing scenes, I'll show you how that works. So, the first one we have here is symbol.
Symbol, yeah.
So, we can use this now to create a new symbol. So, there's symbols that we can add with the CAD functionality. I can go and modify existing ones, or I can create a new one. To do that, I can either copy one and create a new and modify it, or I can just create a new one from scratch. So to do that, I can go and select the folder that I want to work in, such as, let's just take arrows and markers.
Arrows and markers, right?
I can open it up, and then I can just say here at the bottom left, new.
Bottom left.
Select the folder,
Yeah.
not the item, the folder.
Oh, this folder.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you can say there, new.
The moment you do, okay, right.
Now I can use CAD functionality to design my label. So I can now go and do something like this. I can say I want it to be a circle on the sizes that you want, and I want it to have a line from there to there, just to join all of the different corners there. Do yourself a favor, if you're ever busy in CAD,
Yeah.
switch this grid off.
Oh yeah, it's a bit distracting.
Put on your snap 2 points.
Snap 2 points is this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it'll give you snapping points.
Ah, right, cool. Now I can make a star. Nice. Gotcha.
Yeah, you can just leave it like that for now, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then I can now go and escape. Escape.
So
It's
you
gonna-
escape.
Yeah, just press escape or return here on top.
Oh, return. Okay. So return.
Now it's going to prompt me to save it. So I'm going to call this pizza oven.
Good one.
I can select the folder that I want to save it in.
We're going to put it in that one.
And I can say yes.
And pizza oven should be the next one.
Now, if I go double click there anywhere on the screen, just double click again. There you go. Just keep your mouse still when you do, because you move. Now, if I go to insert symbol, under my arrows and markers, there's my pizza oven.
Yeah, okay.
Now I can drag and drop that if I have a pizza oven, and it'll indicate that I have a pizza oven there. So you can go and create models and such
With just your CAD function.
with just your CAD function.
So that's the power of drawing with
Yeah.
CAD. Right.
Now, besides my symbols,
Yeah.
and you can go out there, go back to your drawings library.
Drawing library.
I can set up a title block.
Title block. Right.
So the title block is this.
So size LP thing. So you scroll down.
Yeah, there's quite a few already, but I'm going to show you now how to create a new one. Do you have like a design template like that?
No, we don't, because remember, this is all new to us.
It's all new.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is we can do this. I'm going to show you the basics of how it works, and then you can go and design one for you.
Okay.
Something that works nice for you.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my training folder.
Well, I don't. Okay. Right. So
Okay, you don't have it, but
yeah,
that's fine. Press there on the new folder.
New folder.
Select it again on the new folder. Right click, and there you go. And just rename it your name or training.
Yeah, I'm just like training for now. We got so used to it. Okay. Training, and then I say.
Okay. Press anywhere. Make sure the file is selected.
Yeah.
Say then new.
Oh, so you always go into that file, training new.
Yes. Now. Oh, no, you need to go back. I don't know why you went out now. Go to drawings. Drawings library. Title block. Select your training folder. New. There we go. Now we're going to set up a title block. But first things first, we need to make sure our paper size is correct before we set up our title block, because our title block is going to be linked to our paper size. Right. So now, right click on the empty screen.
So we can go to properties there.
Say paper.
Oh, okay.
And then select that paper type there.
To A4.
A4. And then if you wanted landscape or portrait.
Well, generally it's landscape.
Yeah. And okay, now we have our paper size. And now I can use this CAD functionality to go and set up a title block for us.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep it rather simple. I'm going to show you all the basic functionality on how to do this. So I'm going to draw a square here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just give it a few different sections for specific items, just to make it plain and simple. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select rectangle. I'm going to start here in the corner.
Okay.
Just click once. There we go. Then it should snap afterwards. Just that one. Rectangle. I'm gonna just drag it just like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can go and select here on top. I can press on the select.
Top select, right.
Yeah. Select that. Now I can go and select my square that I drew.
Oh, I see. Okay.
With that now, I can go and modify. So I'm going to say color black, that's fine. Yeah, you can just select one thing and see all the options are there.
Okay.
I can change my dash scale, I can change my placement on the left, my placement from the right, from the top and from the bottom to get it flush or equal where I need
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay. Right. I see that.
I can change my center X, my center Y position.
Right.
So that's from the center. Then I can change the angle, my width, and my height,
Right.
which I can then all modify as I need.
Got you.
So now that I have my square there,
Yeah.
I want to add a few different sections in here.
Within that.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say line,
Line.
and
And
I'm
got
going
a
to
drop down.
just select the
Line.
normal line.
Yeah.
I'm going to press there,
Mm-hmm.
let it snap, drag to the right, let it snap again. And then I'm just going to press select again there on top.
And
Or what you can also do, instead of pressing select, right click.
Right.
And then select on top. There we go. Okay. It's just so that it removes the line snapping so it doesn't accidentally draw it up.
Sure.
Now, what I'm going to do is, I think let's do this. I don't think I have any templates currently. Let's do this. I'm going to say, there, new title block, please. I'm just going to say that as such. Excuse me.
No.
Then I'm going to do this. Title block. Auto widgets. I think this one should be just as an example, so I have something to work off of. Okay, so first thing I'm going to add there on the top is I'm going to add the job name. Now, the nice thing about the title blocks is we can go and add a parameter there that will automatically pull through the job name. So whatever I put in my
Whatever
job
you input it. Oh, okay.
it'll pull it through automatically.
Yeah, right.
So to do that, it's actually very, very easy. I'm going to say text.
You're gonna say text.
No, just normal text, not text box. A little down.
Oh, this text, right.
Text. And I'm going to press there in the open screen. And it's going to prompt me to type. Now, I'm not even going to type anything here. You'll see right next to that open bar, there's three dots. Yeah. Press there. And now you'll see there's dimension, value, name, scale, number, total, job. I'm going to hover over the job.
And I said draw, in my case,
Just delete that. It's not drawing name.
It's
hover over job.
Job, right.
Then you'll see there, name. Job name.
Job name.
I'm going to select that. Just make sure you just delete that other one. There we go. And then I'm going to say OK. Press there, OK. Now see, it gives a job name there.
Right.
So right click, select.
Select.
Now I can go and press that job name and I can drag in. You'll see it gives you a little snapping point.
Where you
bottom left corner. So scroll in a bit. You'll see it's selected. You'll see it gives you a snapping point here. A little white square.
Yeah.
That you can click it on and then you can place it where you want. You don't have to hold it, you can just click this.
Oh.
And then you can place it wherever you want it.
That's cool.
So I'm going to add it there. Now, what this job name does, I'm going to make it a little bit longer. I can't make it longer, that's fine. I'm going to go out here. Yes, you don't have to go out. Just want to show you what it does. Title block. Opens up the job name already. So even if I go now here and I change this to uni panel 1. Okay.
It should populate it. So for me to bring the job name, how do I get that in?
Oh, no, it's going to do it automatically.
But it didn't come through.
Yeah, because that's just where you're still designing your template.
Okay.
It'll only show when you actually have the template selected in your design.
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay, now I understand.
So job name, that's it. But now, to know that that is the job name, we need to indicate that it's going to bring in the job name.
Sure.
So what we can do is, I'm going to put this here at the bottom, Just going to move it down a little bit. Don't have to hold it in. There we go. And then I'm going to go again and I'm going to say text.
You go back to text, right,
I'm going to click here on top.
and click on top.
Yeah, just make sure you select the text. You pressed on the drop down. There we go. No, not on the corner, just here on the open screen.
Yeah.
Click there. And then I'm just going to type there, job name, with a double quote.
Okay, you do that way. Right.
And I'm going to say OK. Now, this might look a little bit funky because it's going to show job name, job name.
Right.
If you need to get to them quickly,
No,
you're more than welcome. So yours is a little bit big. So right click and press select. Select the job name at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just change your font size a little bit smaller. Height. Height.
Right.
Change that maybe to 4.
Let's make it 3.
Okay. Press the top one. No, just select.
Oh, it's
and then just press there. Make it 3. Okay. Then you can just drag and drop them and place them just something like this, just to get a little bit clearer. Just try and get it on top of the job name. Placement matters. No, above it, yeah. So now how this is going to pull through is it's going to do this. Let me just refresh it quickly. Title block. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to go out. I'll show you now. That's because it's exactly the same as mine. So it should look fine. Title block. Now it's going to say job name, Unipanel 1.
Right.
So the locked text that we type in is going to come through as
text.
locked text. That
well, there's the AI function where we've got the
and that's the function that brings in the job
function,
name. Yeah. Right. Makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. So now we have our job name in. Now I can go and check what's the next one. I'm going to add a little. You can now go and add in parameters for this. So the rest of this works exactly the same. I can now go and add in so that it brings through the parameters for my functions and such from the job automatically.
Like the phone number, the details, and all that information.
All you do is you add a text. You go on the 3 little dots, and you go and search for it. So text. Click anywhere on the 3 dots. And then you go in through, search through the drop down. You'll see as soon as the item has an arrow, it means it can go further. There's more underneath it. And then you can go and find out all your information. There's like your job name, job description, comment, job quantity, job number, job PO number.
Now I understand why you okay, so that way you're capturing the information was so important for this. Okay,
because you can pull it through.
Yeah.
So we can even go now here and say customer name, address 1, address 2, city, state, zip code, all of the customer information. We can go and bring in our
details,
properties, our assembly, construction. We can go and find the parameter for every single thing in the job, add it, and it'll bring through that information automatically. Cool. So using that, we did something like this on our template. Let me show you. I'm just going to delete this.
So job name, description, job description, comment. Okay.
Man-made and pushing fine. So there you'll see carcass material, white melamine. Floor cabinet material, EJ Folkestone grade. Floor open exposed material, Folkestone grade XE. My hinges, grass only. Drawers, grass dynamo. Drawer box material, white melamine. It brings in all of that information automatically. Client name, job, Unipanel 1. Right. With our image that we brought in as an image.
So that becomes proprietary to you, of course.
Yeah. And all of that is done with parameters, like I just showed you. So I can go and show you. Here. You'll see. Job.dbox schedule. Job.basm's schedule. So that's all in those.
Wherever your parameter defined definition.
Just find the parameter there, add it, and then use it.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's pretty easy to do.
Well, basically, I mean, you can do it for everything.
You can do it for every single thing. And this is part of the test. I do ask you in the day 3 test to set
Okay.
up a schedule like this for yourself. But the nice thing about this is now you can go and make it look as good as you want to. You can go and use your CAD functionality here now on top, add in line and curved lines and make it look good and everything. So we can do stuff like this. I'm going to add a line through. Why is my C2 not on? I'm going to add a line from there to there, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to select it. I'm going to break it into 6 equal segments. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to select pink, move that up, move that down, move that up, move that down. With a little bit of creativity, this stock standard XD CAD can give you a really nice design on your templates.
Looks good. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. So the CAD function opens a whole
It's a whole
world
different
of
world.
possibilities here.
And it's stock standard. It's simple to use, but with a little bit of creativity.
That's cool.
Okay, so using those functions, you can go and set up a template for yourself here that you can then go and save exactly like I showed you now.
Right.
And then on the drawing itself, if I want to use it, I can just right click, I can go into properties, and I can say here now, that's the paper size I want to use, set to system defaults. That's my title block that I want to use, set to system defaults. Then it'll always start open with this. No matter what the job is, if it's a new job, old job, it'll come through with that information automatically then, and I can then just drag and drop my information on, do my design, go and add my few little go and add my CAD functionality or my extra information using CAD, do my whole design, add all of my different sheets with my different informations, and then go and print it out and I have it for my presentation with the client.
Nice.
Right, makes sense. Cool. You sure?
Gotcha.
All right. The other things that we can do here is assembly sheet, wall elevation, floor plan, drawing scene, hatch pattern, and part sheet. This assembly sheet, wall elevation, floor plan, and part sheet, I'll show you how to set that up later. To get out of that, you can just escape, or return. To save it. So with those, I'm going to show you later how to do that because we're going to do that with reports.
Right.
Hatch pattern is the hatching pattern that I set up earlier. Remember when I set that up?
Yeah.
With that
hatch pattern, yeah.
That black piece that I said to keep this area open. So I can go and set up new hatch patterns as well using the XPCAD function, and this all works exactly the same as my symbol in my title box.
Okay.
I can go into hatch pattern, select the folder, create a new folder, go and create a new one, and using the CAD functionality, I can then go and create a new hatch pattern.
For whatever the purpose is.
Whatever the purpose is. If you want to create a new hatching for a specific thing, go and create it, save it, and then you have it. All right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Happy with that. Cool. All right. I think that's it for drawings. Drawings in itself it's not difficult.
You got to play with it.
You need to play with it, especially with the CAD functionality. It's very basic, it's very simple, but getting that creativity in it will open up a whole world of possibilities.
So this was basically, we did the CAD function, we did drawings now, right?
Drawings in CAD, yes.
Drawings in CAD. Okay, why don't just play with it?
And that's just going to take some playing around.
So you say I need a total of 3 days to work with this?
It
2
depends.
days.
It depends.
Okay.
It depends on how fast you absorb the information.
Right.
And how easy it is for you to understand it.
Right.
Because like I said, CAD and drawings, it's not that difficult. It just takes a little bit of...
You just use it.
Yeah. Because what's going to take you the most amount of time here is setting up your title block. Now, it doesn't have to be anything fancy like this. It can be simple stuff. It can just be a few lines like this with some certain material information.
But from your experience, what is crucial to give to the client?
It depends on you. It depends on what you want to give them. It depends on what the clients want to see.
Sure.
It's difficult to explain.
Whether they want it to be comprehensive or not. Or...
Yeah. And all you need to do is just a little bit of information like this.
Yeah.
Maybe like a section for client notes and such, and then just a logo of your company.
Sure.
That you just bring in through the inish import.
Right.
All right. You need to be in CAD to delete CAD. So double click.
You always go into CAD.
Or just select their CAD, yes. And now you can select it, right click and delete.
Nice.
So to work with CAD, you need to be in CAD.
Clever.
All right. Other than that, CAD, not too difficult. Next and last session or piece that we have is reports. So
reports, right.
In reports, we are going to be covering quite a bit. So if you go here to you can say there and go there to the reports tab.
But this was under the training.
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
Reports. Oh, it brought in all this stuff, right? Okay.
Okay.
Reports.
So reports
per cabinet.
Yeah, that's all of your cabinets that you currently have. In reports, I'm going to show you now how to do order entries, how to control and set up bid center, your report center, plan and elevation sheet, assembly sheet, and part sheet. Now, this plan and elevation, assembly sheet, and part sheet, we're going to be jumping to 3 areas. We're going to be jumping back to layers and dimensions, and we're going to be jumping over again to drawers.
Okay, because they're working.
It works in correspondence with all of those. All right. So this should take us about an hour and a half, then we should be done.
Oh, so this is a long one, eh?
The bid center takes
some time.
Takes a bit of time, because I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up. So your quotations and everything does look exactly like you need it.
Right.
So you have a good understanding of that.
That's fine.
Because bid center is a very powerful part of camera vision.
Well, I think this is all quite important.
Yeah. Day 3 training, it's not difficult. It's a lot of technical stuff, but it's also a lot of important things.
Very important.
All right. If you want, we can get. So with the reports, we have quite a bit of functionality here.
Yes.
We have our order entries, bid center, report center, which we're not really going to be touching on a lot today because you guys don't have X reporting.
Bid center, right.
Plan and elevation sheet, assembly sheet, and then part sheet. So I'm going to start with is order entry. So order entry is actually a very nice little tool to have, especially for you guys that don't do as much designs. You just want to do like cut and edge. You want to get the cabinets, set them up, and send them through for manufacturing.
Yes.
So what order entry is, I'm just going to open up a new job. Don't stress too much about opening a new one. I just want to show you because order entry is actually very easy to understand. I just want to create a clean job just to show you what it does.
What it does, right. Oh, so it puts it in a numeric sequence as well.
I'm going to show you now. Order entry is actually a very, very easy tool to use, and it does quite a lot. Especially if your client asks you they want 6 of this cabinet, they don't want to design, they don't want renderings or anything, just want those cabinets, the price, and for the manufacturer. Then we use order entry. Is that the wind?
Yeah, that's a wind. That's a wind. No, it costs. That's nothing. You must hear how it howls. You think there's a spook?
And there goes my CPU. I'm going to reopen it again. And then have a look at what's going on with my CD. Cool, no. Press play.
That's really cool.
I'm going to show you something else now as well with this order entry, which makes it quite a powerful tool.
Sure.
Just waiting for this thing now to finish because I don't know why
it's running. There it comes.
Yeah. So there you have it now. 6 unfinished left ends, 6 unfinished right ends. 6 of everything because it's 6 units. Right. So with the order entry, quite fun. You can go and add units like that, give them the specifications, modify them if you need to, send them through for production. But on top of that, let's say I have a full design. All right? I have my cabinets there. But on top of this now, we need to do cut and edge panels.
Like fillers and all sorts of things.
That I don't necessarily want to put in my design.
Yeah.
Now I can go reports, order entry. You see the difference there? Green means it's on the design. White means it's just straight from order entry.
Okay. Green is from design, eh?
Green is from design, white is from order entry.
Okay. So you place that under order entry.
Yeah. So the white ones means it's placed through order entry. But now for my cut and edge panels, for my fillers and my toe kicks and all those extra panels, I can just go and say panels. I'm going to get my panel that I saved. I'm just going to take a tall filler. I'm going to take a floor slap-on panel, drag it in, and I need a panel of 1.2 by meter long, and I need 4 of them.
Sure.
And then it gives me that cut and edge panels as well that I can then send through from manufacturing, and it's not on my design because it doesn't need to. It's extra panels that we send through for like
you got top fishers,
soffit, fillers, and all those types of things.
Right.
You can do that. Not bit center.
But it's also got when you spit it out, it's got a name for the designation.
Yeah, you give it a name there.
Okay, cool.
Let me just wait for this thing to load finish. I actually need to press on bit center. My computer is incredibly slow today. Okay. So with this now, I can then go and add the extra items that I need, extra cabinets that I need. I can just do it order entry. I can do it together. And then I can do with this what I need.
What you need.
So order entry, pretty straightforward. It's very user-friendly. You can do quite a lot with it.
Super cool. Yeah.
Now, next section that I want to show you quickly is bit center. Now for this, I want you to log on in yours as well.
Okay, so now we're going to bit center, eh?
Correct.
Okay, right.
Now, I take it you guys already have a quotation system in place that you price accordingly to?
No, not yet.
Not really.
Because we do want to recreate names and data and a stretch library.
No, I mean, but
so
like
we use a generic.
Your standard generic quotation system.
No, this is all muted. They've never, because remember, for years and years they were cutting edge. So they never ever created a library as such or anything of that nature. So I just started helping.
Okay. So how bit center works? It's actually pretty straightforward and simple. And bit center only works if your material prices and everything is set up correctly. Remember when you set up your materials and such?
The so pricing your back-end part.
Your back-end material setup needs to be correct. Your prices needs to be correct. Otherwise, bit center will not work correctly. Okay.
Sure.
So with this now, what we're going to do, bit center works in this way. We create a rate table that we designate and specify exactly how our quotations work, what gets priced, how it gets priced, and why it gets priced. With that thing, we set up a rate table, we select it, and if all of our back-end setup then on our materials and such is correct, Cabinet Vision will give us a correct quotation automatically.
Based on what the input is.
Based on what your design is.
Right. So
I don't
know why it's called stuff.
There we go. Okay. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on everything that we have here, and then we're going to keep away. So on the left here, we have view mode, where we have our different views. Now we're going to be mostly working in bid breakdown, which is the main setup for the quotation system. Under file, there's not really much we can do. The preferences tab is exactly the same as what the one is from our design and our plan view and such. Now, we have internal mode, which gives us a full-fledged breakdown on everything, which I'm going to show you now how that works.
Right.
Rate table is where we set up our rate table, how our quotation works. Add-ons is for any specific things we want to add on to quote for this job specifically. Options gives us a few options, which we're going to go through now in a bit. Filter is to filter out specific items to quote. And then export bit data, we can export this as an MDF file to open up with certain other softwares where we can import that information. All right. Then we have simple reports and advanced reports that we can print out as well.
Right.
And use. Now, the first step to getting a correct bit center is we need to set up a rate table.
Okay. So the rate table is very important.
Correct. But you only set that up once, you save it, and then you just use it every time you want to do a quotation.
Sure. Right. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to press the on rate table.
You pressed on rate tables, yeah?
Yes. Now, here, I'm going to select, you'll see here, I have 3 here, you'll have a few extra because I removed most of mine just to have my standard ones. Now, there isn't an option here to say new. To create a new one, I need to select an existing one and say setup.
Okay, so you selected one, right?
It doesn't matter, just highlight it.
Yeah.
Say setup.
Okay.
I'm just going to open up that tab for you. Don't stress too much about now what's going on there. All you need to do is here on the top is there on the new option. You can press that, give it a name. You can just call it your unipanel or training or however. And then I'm going to say OK. That's going to open up our rate table now automatically. So now you'll see there's another one there on top. So you can select it and say setup.
Okay, but I mean the one on top.
No, the one you just created.
Yeah.
Training.
Yeah.
Setup.
You got to go to setup.
Now with this one, I can now go and set up my rate table. So how this works is I need to go and give line items here now. What gets priced, how it gets priced.
What gets priced and how it gets priced.
Correct.
The what and how.
What and how.
Okay. So those are the two important, the what and how.
So the first one I'm going to put up here, just to give you an example, is materials. To cost for the materials.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm going to say the materials.
Materials, right?
Now you'll see as soon as I press enter, it does an autofill of everything else.
Value, method, so on and so forth.
Yes, let me just type this correctly. Materials. Okay. So now, here, now I have a value and a method. So before I add the value, I need to go and give it a method. What does it need to price? So if you press there on the little drop down, you'll see there's a whole long list of methods.
This is the calculated method.
Those are the calculators, yes. So for this one, I can go and say percentage of material cost. Right on top.
Yeah, okay. Material cost, cost.
And then the value, I'm going to say 100%.
100%.
So now what Cabinet Vision does is you can just press anywhere or press enter. Or just press anywhere on the screen. There we go. Then you'll see I have the markup and tax.
Yeah.
So now Cabinet Vision's Bit Center does its markup and tax in 3 ways. You can either set it up for every material and item specifically in your material catalog. You can do it as a whole here on the line item, or you can do it as a whole for your entire equation or your entire quote. Most people prefer doing it for each and every material because certain materials has a higher markup than
and certain have a less markup.
And certain have a less markup.
Okay.
So for this, then we leave the markup and tax 0, 0 because the markup and tax is going to come from the material itself.
Okay.
So now, if I close that, I'm just going to select it quickly.
And you go back and select it.
Select it. Just make sure the tick is on. Right. And say OK. Now
I see. Okay. Yeah.
If you open up this unipanel training,
Right.
or
You
your
double
training,
click it.
and just press on the drop down on the plus. There's my line item,
Yeah.
materials. So now it goes and checks for all of the materials used in the job, the amount of it used, and then works out the price accordingly
From the formula you've put into it.
from the formula that I added on the rate table. So 100% of material costs throughout the entire job. Now, to see exactly what it's pricing under materials, I can go here and select internal mode.
Go there and see this. Okay.
Now, if I open up that drop down, now you'll see there's another one under materials.
Yes.
Now you'll see it tells me there 100% material cost with the type item, and then if you open that up, it shows me exactly what it's pricing.
What the breakdown is.
The total rate breakdown. And then you can go under every item, such as go open up that WMC 16 millimeter.
WM16 millimeter.
Over there.
Yeah.
Open up the
on the PC.
now all that one. There it'll show you now. It's using 1.04 sheets at 718.08 per sheet. And
or per square meter, however you charge it.
So that'll be per sheet. Yeah. And then you have your price. And there you'll see it automatically gives a tax already, because the tax was assigned to that part or that material already, but doesn't show a markup because that material doesn't have any markup. Right. So it shows you then there exactly what it is costing. So material costs does all of your materials.
Have anybody made mistakes on this? Where it splits the costing out tremendously high, or
if your materials aren't set up correctly, if your rate table isn't set up correctly, or if your quotation in its whole is not set up correctly. If those three things are set up correct,
or your price per board is out.
Yeah, then yeah, that's your material setting.
Yeah.
If that is wrong, your material quotation system will not come out correctly.
Because this one went into white melamine 16, and you see how much there's in 14.36 sheets. Okay, 5. Okay.
Right.
Plus this tax. Okay, cool. Oh, so it's quite cool because it always gives you the itemized billing.
It does give you itemized billing, yes. Shows you exactly what's get priced.
What the usage in the billing is.
Correct.
So that's what BitCent is about, eh?
BitCent, it's your quotation system. Now, with the rate tables, you can go back there to your rate table on top.
Rate table.
Right next to it.
Yes. Okay.
Select yours, make sure it's highlighted, and say setup. Here, I can now go and add multiple lines of what I need. Under that, yeah. You can go and add more. So for this one, I'm going to go and just press there under materials there. No, under it.
Let's see.
There.
Yeah.
No, one down.
Oh, there. Sorry, yeah, the next line.
Then there we call it installation.
Okay, you can. Right.
Now here, I want to quote for installation. So I want to charge them a fee for every single cabinet that I go and build in for them. So method.
Method, yeah.
I can now go there and say per assembly. Go scroll down a little bit, then you'll see there's an option that says per assembly.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's right. It's going to be right on top.
It's okay. It's quite. So it's per assembly.
Yeah, it's right on top. Per assembly, and now you'll see it gives us a rand value.
Gives you a rand. Yeah, I see that. Oh, so that's they charge. So you put 150 rand per unit, for example.
Then I'm going to say they're now 150 rand. Now, if I go back,
I say close.
You can say close. Okay. Now you'll see under my training, there's another list. I don't think you saved it.
I didn't.
Just go back to your rate table quickly. No, not go out bit center. Just go back in.
Sorry. Okay, I see. That is a good thing. I've got to be able to save it. So if you go out, it kicks you out of it completely.
If you say go back, you go out of bit center completely. Yes.
So you want to do bit center before you do anything, because you don't want to be in a design to do bit center.
So bit center usually comes last. Once your design is done, then you go to bit center.
Not before. If you set your parameters before, wouldn't that be easier?
The thing is, you can't do your quotation if your design hasn't been done. Because remember, Cad and Vision does its quotation
only after the design is
when your design has been done. If there's nothing on your design, then there's going to be nothing in the bit set.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You believe that way around. Okay, I use quite a bit of.
Now you just have a lot of cabinets and such
That's
as
what
it's going
it
to
is.
take a few seconds.
Okay, there it comes. It's a pity it doesn't show you a bar where it is nearly when it's there. Or
No, I don't do that.
but it's actually quite quick for.
No, it's too slow. It's running way too slow.
What could that be from?
No, it could be a lot of reasons. I can't really say for certain.
There it comes.
Okay, so just go back to your rate table quickly, please.
Go back into rate table. Go back.
Setup.
Setup.
Installation. That's why you didn't add your value.
Okay.
Just add the value again. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to add the 0.00. It does it automatically. Press anywhere else on the screen. No, in the bit center. Yeah, there we go. Close. Okay. Now go and open up your training drop down again.
Should be there.
There you see installation.
So each one
6,000.
full, yeah, right.
So now if you go there into internal mode, select internal mode. Open up the training drop down. Open up the installation drop down. There it tells you 150 Rand for 40 cents. All right.
So so you're calculating the cabinets.
Correct. The method
It doesn't calculate the fillers and all sorts of stuff.
No, I'm going to show you now how to set that up accordingly as well, so that it counts the fillers as cabinets and such as well.
Okay.
We're going to be doing all of that in options. So if you go back into your rate table quickly.
And other programs don't have this feature. No.
Not run over.
Okay. So this is where this becomes so much more powerful. All right. You say go back into rate tables.
Correct.
Rate tables, and then
Setup.
you say setup, and we say new. There you go.
All right. So here now, what you can do is go and search through this method list. Go and see what there is, because you can do a lot with it. You can go and find pretty much any method of pricing here that you could possibly need. So for instance, give me an example of something that you would realistically like to price.
You know, there's a lot of people you do a cabinet with the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Then they want the footer to come back and change that into a drawer, in a shelf.
Okay.
Is that something that's unrealistic?
Yeah, but that's a separate quotation they're going to have to send because. Not sure.
Give me one second.
No problem.
Mr. Khan? Sir, very well in you, sir. Give me one second. Who's that? No. Right. All right. Okay. Sure. At the showroom or on site. Okay. Right. Sure. Fine. Fine. To confirm the colors. All right. Fine. Is it close? Do you know? Any more information where it is and stuff? Unless if you correspond with okay, that's up the road here. This is around the corner from the showroom. Straight Haven. Yeah, straight Haven. Yeah. Yeah. will gladly do. Yeah, I will. Sure. Just thanks. Yeah. No, well, so far we haven't had anything at this stage. About from the time that I've been here, but the generator has kicked in quite frequently. For what reason, I'm not sure. Yeah, I even asked the guy the other day why is the genie keep coming on? They couldn't give me an answer to that. Remember that maintenance guys that keep coming out here as well? I'll do that for you. I'll do that. No problem. Jazakallah. Thanks. So far, so good. We're in our last hour of the test. Right, no problem. Thank you. Ciao. Right, sorry about it.
That's all good.
He was just concerned that they're charging us. We haven't had electricity here. I mean, sorry, load shedding. They keep charging us a generator levy.
Money making scheme. All right. So give me okay. Besides that, okay. So because that's going to be a separate quotation that you're going to send them because it's going to be a revisit for the installer. Give me something like on your design itself that you would quote them for.
Quote them for.
Yeah, that you would add in your quotation for the client. Something that you would charge them for.
Packaging.
We can do that as well.
Yeah.
How would you want to work out the packaging costs?
So generally with packaging per unit.
Packaging per unit.
Yeah.
And we can do this. We can say there, packaging.
So I'm going to go back to
Setup.
setup and I'm going to say new.
On the no there, yeah. Packaging.
Sorry, I know this one is a bone of contention, but packaging is not for free.
No, I understand that.
And packaging packaging per unit.
Okay. Press anywhere on the bit center screen, yeah. Then go there to method.
Go to method.
And you set per unit.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we can just say again there per assembly.
Oh yes, okay. Which is
Scroll down a little bit. It's right there under per arc and part shape. That's too much.
oh, well, base assembly as well.
Yeah, you can do it for your base assemblies, your wall assembly separately.
Yeah, but per assembly.
Yeah, per assembly. And then you tell it how much you're charging for packaging per assembly.
12 rand.
12 rand.
Oh, we said 12.
And then you can just say there, or press anywhere on the screen. Close.
Close.
Okay.
As we go to okay. Go back there and see. Right.
Now you see that. Packaging per unit, 600 rand. Or yours is 480.
How did you get to 480?
Open it up, down.
But how would you find it?
12 rand for 40 assemblies.
Ah, okay, right, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Right. Give me another option, another example.
Sorry, this one. Good day, Kevin speaking. Yes. Now, look, I mean, what was the original schedule for? Was it supposed to be delivered today? Yeah, I mean, we've got clients who are waiting for orders, and now you want to reschedule the delivery. You're going to have to phone the head office and just speak to Inshallah, please. All right, thank you. Sorry about that.
I understand. Okay.
Okay,
So
you go
what's
back
something else that you would like to price?
transportation.
Transport we can do as well.
Rates and taxes, we go back, we see setup. We see new. Sorry, I'm just trying to think.
Not new, not new.
Cancel, we say.
It's just another line item that you had. Transport costs. And how would you normally work that out?
Transport is generally per load.
Per load.
Yeah.
So you see, now that gets a little bit tricky now. Because here we can't really do per load.
Or we can do per assembly
We can do it per assembly, or we can even do this.
or the
You
method.
can do it per subtotal. You can say 5% of the subtotal
Oh,
transport cost
on the total cost, or it
on the
takes it
total
up.
cost. Or you can do,
You see, we don't do that because if you say the job is 200,000,
it's going to be
then
20,000 for
it
transport.
becomes, yeah.
But what you can do there, let me check something here quickly.
Let me
We
say
can go,
per assembly to be fair.
you can do that as well. But what we can, there was something else here that I saw the other day. Um,
There it is. Per cubic foot of assemblies. There it is. Per
yeah, but
cubic.
that's not load. But that's per cubic meter of assembly. You can do it that way as
But
well.
then you've got to put all those other input things.
Yes. So what we
So,
can do is we can say, because remember, it's transport costs for your assemblies, your tops, all those types of things that you need to take into account.
consideration, yeah.
So what you can actually do with this is give it a specific price.
Okay, you don't use the method.
You don't use a method. You'll see there the fourth option from top under your method.
Yeah.
Yeah, go into your method,
You go into the method and you
a
say
specific amount,
a specific amount. Right, okay.
and then
So
you
there's
say
no,
there
yeah.
we standardly charge 2,000 rand for top.
Right, let's say 2,000. Right,
And then we can say close, and now you'll go and see.
and say this is 2,000 and excluding that, do I put the tax there?
No, you don't put tax there.
Nothing. So I go back, I say
Okay,
close,
close.
and I say okay, and I go back into
Then you'll
training,
see there
and there's
flat rate 2,000 under the
right,
transport.
yeah, see that. Yeah, perfect.
Right.
Yes. A specific cost.
Yeah, just a specific cost.
And you can do that if you're not sure of the variables.
Correct. You can just add a
You've got a
specific
different,
amount.
right. You
What
can
else?
add as many as you want, as little as you want.
Correct. What else would you like to add there?
Maybe there could be insurance.
Okay, insurance we can do as a specific amount as well because that's
Yeah,
going to be work.
okay.
That's going to be
Is there one
outsourced.
that I'm forgetting?
Let's do. Let me give you a good example.
Yeah.
If you want to add machining costs,
Waiting. Machining cost.
correct,
Why would you want to add machining cost now?
because drill bits are expensive.
Ah,
So you can actually even go here and say, let's say machine, right? And
but when you're doing drilling, don't we add for that? No.
no, so the drilling is something that you charge for separately.
Okay.
And the way we
Because
do that,
it's a consumable.
it's a consumable. The way we do that is there's an option here that says you're under your method.
1 second, let me go into data. And then, okay.
Go down a bit and search for per drill punch operation.
Right.
Name it machining,
And then leave it as machining. Right.
and then we can just say there let's charge them 1 rand for every hole.
Oh, okay. One, alright, one. But then how would you
Okay, you
know?
added a point there, so it's not going to take it.
One.
Just press anyway. There we go. And then say okay, close.
But
Now
then
check.
how would you know how many holes is it?
Check. Okay. Go down over under your training. Machining.
Wow, that's cool.
6,705.
So that is where the screen to machining process. It's counted the amount of
It
operations.
goes and checks every single hole and counts them.
And what about grooving?
Grooving and such we can usually add in with that, so we charge them in let's say 1.5 rand per drill hole punch operation, just that little overload, just to cover that grooving and the cutting and such as well.
That's flipping cool.
Right. So with this rate table, you can go and play around with it. Go and check the methods. Go and work out a nice rate table for yourself. Set it up.
Is there a default function? No.
Not really. No. This is something.
Is there a basic formula?
It's user defined. Everybody works on their
Every company
quotations
is
different. You might charge 110% for materials, but that company charges 90%. Or you might charge for packaging, whereas other clients don't. You charge for machining, they don't. They charge for fuel costs, you don't. And
And if you say if I go into it, it shows 4,000. And if I go into can I go into this further to see
No,
all? No.
no, that just tells you that's
So
how
it
many
does an
ores it is.
accumulation.
It does an accumulation of the amount of ores. All right. Now, that's your rate table setup. I would advise spend some time on that, work through it, write yourself a proper, decent equation or quotation system under your rate table so that you don't struggle too much with your quotations. Spend some time on that. All right. The other thing that we can now do here is add-ons. Add-ons is for specific things.
Add-ons, right? Because now we need to add on lights and grooving, and we need to do some drilling for horizontal boring.
No, but
Add-ons.
that you go and do under your standard rate tables.
Okay, okay.
Add-ons is for stuff like client has no power, you need to take a generator with, so you need to charge them for fuel.
Oh, add-ons to your manufacturing or
Do your
your
quotation.
service to your
Do
client.
your quotation. So if I go and say there, add-ons, I'm going to call this name fuel. F-U-L.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give it method. I'm just going to say specific amount.
Petrol for the generator.
Yeah, petrol or however.
And
I'm going to say 2,000 Rand for the fuel for the day.
okay, then
Close.
a specific amount.
A specific amount. Say close. Now you'll see
Close.
it doesn't put it under your quotation. It puts it separately.
Okay,
Additions.
so total.
No, additions.
Oh, it's put on additions, right? Nice.
There's your fuel,
Yeah.
2,000 Rand, flat rate,
Add-ons.
2,000 Rand.
Right.
So additions doesn't modify your standard rate table.
No, that's your service, the things you forget.
It's just a basic add-on. If there's something that comes up, you need to charge them extra for, you need to do this. You can even use those add-ons to give them discounts.
Use your add-ons for this.
To add discounts or upcharge them. I'm going to show you how
Customers
to do
hate
that.
upcharge. They
They
love
don't-
discounts.
They don't know that. They don't need to know that.
Yeah, our customers want to see everything.
So-
they hate when we try to take 5 of them.
So, and this addition doesn't pull through to your other jobs. It's just for this job specific. Your rate table gets saved. You can use that in every single job that you open in the future. Your additions, it's just for this job specific.
So this could be we traveling to Malawi, for example.
Yeah. Charge them extra for the distance.
Because we've got border control, we've got extra this, that.
Charge them for the toll gates, charge them for border control, charge them for fees, levies, all those types of things. Add it as an addition.
Or we got to keep receipts for it. So there's okay, that's really okay. So that's a good thing. And then if you say you use it for okay, Kevin, sorry.
So if you want to do discounts, you can even do this. Go to add-ons,
Right, go back into add-ons, and then you
add a new one, call that discount.
discounts, okay, and
Then I'm going to say there,
minus 2,000.
hold on, percentage of subtotal.
Oh,
And I'm going to say, I'm going to give him a 10% discount. So I'm going to say minus 10.
minus 10% under
Value.
Oh, you put it there.
Yeah, no, percentage of subtotal, then by your value, you
Yeah.
say minus 10.
Right, minus 10. Okay, right.
Then you can just press anywhere,
Okay.
close it up.
And close, and then I'll go back into there.
You see
go
there
back
now.
to total.
Yeah, discounts.
Right.
Minus 254 Rand,
Wow.
which doesn't look.
No, doesn't. I don't know where it took it off. There it is. From 2,540.
Where does it get 2,540 from? Okay, don't use subtotal. Oh, I understand why. Don't use subtotal.
Yeah.
Change that to running total.
So I go back onto add-ons.
Just change the method to percentage of running total. So that one there, running total.
Running total.
Yeah, and then say close.
Okay, so I was just going to play with that. Yeah, no, that's hot. Perfect. So I'm going to use it. Yeah, there's a try.
Okay, so that then falls under. Okay, perfect.
Because the petrol cost was 2,000.
And then give you a discount of 200.
Yeah.
If you want to do it for your entire rate table, I'll show you a different way that you can.
So that's
do that.
that's into the subcategory of that.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, you can even go and add extra subcategories under your rate
Yeah,
table.
I see that.
So the way you do that is go back into your rate table,
Go back into the rate table,
go and set up.
set up.
Now let's say I want to charge materials and installation together. Materials, installation, and packaging. I want to put in a subcategory to give a total price just for those three together. Then transport and machining, I'm going to add together. So I want, let's say, materials, installation, and packaging
One subcategory.
falls under material and this.
Right.
The way we do that, you see this little option there on top, over there. It's that little column with the plus.
Little column with the plus. Yes.
Click that. Then you'll see if you drag over these, don't click anything. It gives you that blue line.
Yeah.
I can now go and drop that blue line on top above materials.
You can drop that.
There we go.
Right.
Click it there. And then we call that, press on new group,
Yeah.
click on it, rename it to materials and installation.
That is right.
And then I'm going to create another folder. I'm going to press on that column with the plus
So
again.
once I've done that, do I just stand anyway?
No. Yeah, you can just press anyway. Then you can press there again.
Right.
Add this one there above transport.
And then add this one about
Yeah.
transport.
And this one we call delivery. Okay. Press anyway, and then we can say close.
Hey, did you bring my sample?
Guys,
Salam, how are
on
you?
the people it, I have
Are you
to make a special
This
delivery.
is DJ. How's it?
Hi DJ,
He-
how are you?
he
What
will
do you
be-
DJ?
He
You
will be
DJ
using.
carpets.
Yeah, he's a special man because you're going to be learning this soon.
Hopefully. You
He,
good?
he loves AutoCAD and Windows, so slowly you're going to. Are you?
I'm good.
How's the project coming along?
It's coming because the deliveries happen this week, so it's moving ahead. The kitchen's almost done. The stone comes in tomorrow. When I say the kitchen's almost done,
Everything's looking good.
that's looking good. All the front panels are on.
You're finished with the new front.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And the glass is in.
Good.
It's looking good.
Awesome.
So Primer will be there
So
tomorrow.
as soon as this is done, we'll be ready for the next job too. This is we ready for manufacturing.
Almost.
Almost. We just need
Machine integration.
Good.
So
Good. Just simplify my life. Don't complicate it.
no, hey, it's a matter of, and just now you will get to that other parts of the crux of it.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Jazakallah. See you soon. Right, always.
All right. Now you can
okay.
say they're okay. Now go and check quickly under your training. Now you'll see now there's two capitals: materials and installations as the subfolders, and then delivery as the subfolders.
So you can keep adding. You can make it as complex as you want to, or you can make it as simple.
You can set it up exactly how you need it to be. All right. So spend some time on that. Figure out how you want
Has
to.
it seen the test?
Yes. Now everything we're covering now is going to be in the test form. So figure out how exactly you want to run your quotations, and then run it from there. All right. Then we have the options tab.
Then we have the options tab, right?
Under options, we have a little bit more settings.
There's a little bit settings for everything. Okay.
Yes. So here we can go and say we can set up a default deposit that the client needs to pay, always your default deposit, and a default markup for the entire quotation as well. So if you don't want to do a markup for every material individually, you can set up a default markup for the entire job. But mostly it gets done for materials because higher or lower markups get set on different materials. Then here, include drawer fronts in door count. So in your rate tables, there's a method that says per door count. Then it'll quotate for drawer fronts as well.
Nice.
Include false fronts in door fronts, does the same for the false fronts. Price fillers as cabinets. So if I tick that on, it'll price your fillers as cabinets as well. Price detached toe kicks as cabinets. So when you detach your toe kick, it'll price it as a separate assembly as well.
But that makes it cost much.
It's going to make it a lot more easier. Lineal total for corner cabinets is with blood step. Include doors, drawers, and hardware in part count.
Yeah.
and estimate sheets of material. Now this little option here, if I don't have that ticked, then my material costs here, just to give you an idea, for instance, my white melamine is showing 9.41 sheets, right? If I say that sheet estimate sheets of material, it's going to default this to 10 sheets. So it's going to quote
It
then.
rounds it off to
It's
the
going to quote then for
because
few
remember
sheets.
we never buy we buy sheets, we buy sheet goods.
Great. Then you can tick that on. But do you sell it per sheet as well? If you cut out 50% of that board, do you sell them the whole board, or do you just sell
You see,
the percentage?
this is where Junaid and them were confused because what it was when they're costing it, what they're charging it as per sheet. So the truth is that when you receive a material, you sell it as per sheet.
Okay, so you sell it per sheet again to the client as well.
Correct. Because if they want one cupboard from this material, there's nothing we can do with the offcut.
Okay. Then you can set their estimate sheets of material.
Yeah.
Then it'll charge them per sheet
For the sheets.
for the entire sheet. All right.
However, when we're running our manufacturing on white, it wouldn't be. Then we'd be constantly running white.
Okay, so you still use the offcuts as well.
But we not doing the contract because we're buying. But I'm just using that as an example.
Okay. But yeah, there you can switch that on and off. Then the second tab, rounding.
So which do you normally work with?
I don't have a specification because I don't use it. I just.
Okay. I'm just using it.
That's fine. Go back. Okay. Just filter through that. It's fine. Look.
Oh wow, so many.
Okay. Go to options. Okay. Second tab, rounding.
Second tab, rounding. Okay. Right.
There we can now say round to the nearest penny, but that's round to the nearest cent. Round to the nearest rand. Round up to the nearest rand. And then actual total. We can show cost of actual total or a round cost to display total. So the first rounding is for your subcategories to round it off. And then the second one is to round your total off. All right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Show hide. We can say they show price lines that are 0 rand. So if you have in your rate table, you have the costing for legs, 5 rand a leg, but you don't have any legs in the design, then it won't show that line item in your quotation. But
it shows it for inventory purposes.
If I say there, show price lines that are 0, then it'll show their legs 0 rand.
Yeah.
All right. So you can switch that on or off. Show hidden lines in internal mode. Show stock cabinet options at opening screen, and show legacy line items and variables. These you won't really use that much because this legacy line items and variables won't have an effect on you because this brings in old legacy items from previous versions of Cad and Vision, which I would avoid it. Grouping is just how your items here gets grouped, that you can set up a little bit just to order a little bit better than according to how you want. And then you can add a password to your bid center as well.
So once you get different categories in your group, you can assign passwords to each.
No. So this assigns a password to your bid center in entirety. If you add a password here and you go out here in your reports and you go into bid center, it's going to prompt you for a password. All right.
But what I'm saying, if we got this program assigned to everyone, we can lock the bid center with passwords. So no changes can be made to the price per board and so on. Is that basically what it is for?
They can still modify the price per board because that gets done on the materials.
Right.
But in bid center, they can modify the rate tables and add-ons.
Those are the cost parameters they can't change.
Correct. Okay. All right.
Would you say we should use a password? Not now.
For now, it's not really necessary. No. Okay. Other thing that we can do here now is we can go now here to.
I say okay.
Yeah, just cancel. Then I can go here on top to view mode.
View mode, right? Yes, okay.
View mode, and I can now go and say the bid breakdown is where we currently are. Cabinet prices, if you go in there,
that's a lot of
it's going to give you a list of all the cabinets, and if you have prices assigned to the cabinet specific, it's going to give you those prices there. The third view is accessory prices. If you have any accessories in the design, such as your appliances and furnishings and such, and if they have prices assigned as well, you can put for them as well.
Then we have vendors, which you won't be using, so don't stress too much about that. We have a summary, which gives us a lineal total meter summary of everything that gets used in the design, which we're not using because we can use a report for that. It just works a lot easier. And then labor gives you a labor breakdown, but we can rather add labor costs into the rate table as it is.
Right.
Right. Otherwise, we can go back to breakdown, bit breakdown quickly.
We go down to
Bit breakdown, view mode,
and we go
bit
to
breakdown.
bit breakdown.
That's your standard quotation where you're going to be doing most of the work.
It's pretty. This thing is cool, eh? Yeah. Okay. It's starting to.
Okay. Now, you'll see I don't have a lot of options here. To get those options, I need to press on. Sorry, my CV is now completely bugging out. Just go back to my web center quickly.
Okay.
There we go. So with internal mode, I have the ability here to go and add a deposit. I just go back there. You went into your catalogs now.
I can return.
Yeah, just return. Yeah. You can go and add a
markup.
No, just yeah. I see this is bugging out now as well. Just go out of reports quickly.
Return.
Yeah, return, and just go back into your bit certificate.
So the more accurate you are on the inputting, you basically your work is pretty much done.
So long as your
You-
pre-setup is
you're
correct.
inputting and
Yes.
sort of.
So long as your pre-setup information is correct, you'll never have a problem with your designs, your quotations, your manufacturing, nothing. But your
Sure.
pre-setup has to be correct.
We're not using Crusoe again.
I'm not sure. He's currently out of country for clients, so I'm not sure.
Will you check with him when you do have some time? Just check with him if he sends you later quote for the machining and the cost.
I'll discuss it with him.
Mr. Khan sent me a message there as well to just double check all that.
Now I'll discuss that with him, and then he'll get into contact with you guys regarding that.
I think what I'm going to try and do is finish this test by next week, so it's still fresh.
Yeah.
Because it's also quarantine. There's a school holiday starting, so it's no use me being there. We run through this, and with it one, hopefully that job comes again. We've been waiting for 6 months.
Ish.
It's small jobs, but we do want to take it on until we can perfect it. So.
Okay. Just where's the settings? Okay, no, it's still loading.
It's a bit.
No, something here is not like that. There we go. Okay. Open up your internal mode again. So there you can see now I can go and add a deposit amount.
Yeah, right.
So here on the left.
So generally what they do, 50%.
You can go and say they need to deposit 20,000. Or instead of that, you can go and add that option under your settings.
Or I can go under settings, eh?
Yes, and then you can go there to the totals, options.
Go to options. Oh yes, okay.
And add your deposit there. How much deposit they need to pay.
Right, okay.
Okay. Other than that, I can go and add another markup here. So I can now go here and say, I like the client, so minus 10. Gives them a 10% discount.
Ah, okay.
Right. Or I can say I want to charge them more, 10%. Right. So you can use those options to do that as well.
Yeah.
All right. Happy with that?
It's cool.
It's going to break your brain a little bit. It's
no,
just
I think
to get
it's
some
just
used to.
like everything that I've got to just focus on it.
Correct.
It's a great program. But breakdown, what using calculator, size. I just got to get used to the dashboard. That's all
Correct.
it is. Gotta go back to the dashboard.
Right. So for now, we can go out of bit center, and then we almost done.
Okay, it's not bad.
Not at all. So now I can
But
go
it's
and
comprehensive. It's really
it's
nice.
a lot of information. So report center, you guys don't have X reporting. So I'm not going to touch on that quickly. Open up for me report center, please. No, I checked now on your license. You don't have X reporting. It's the one module that you skipped over.
When would we need report center?
I'm not sure. That depends on you. If you're not going to use it, it's not viable to get it. If you do need it, you can maybe get it later on.
Will the report center be vital for Mr. Khan to see our productivity in any way?
So the report center is to do bill of materials, material summaries, cabinet
that's what we need.
lists, door lists.
That's what we need.
So then you are going to need X reporting.
And how much is that module?
I'm not sure. Christy, can you give me that information?
That is a module, correct?
It's a separate module that you need to purchase, yes.
Okay, I'll send it. That's,
You just check quickly because I don't think you have it. I just want to wait for that to open. It's going to take a while. Because it's now helping me showing you the full X reporting right now because you're not going to use it. Yeah. So with your reporting, you're only going to get access to
all these things.
To those few reports. With the X reporting.
Oh, sorry, it's X reporting, eh?
X reporting, yes.
Okay. X reporting.
So with X reporting, it gives us access. It's going to look like this, but it's going to give us access to a lot of different reports, as well as the ability to modify reports, create new ones, and import ones from the eSupport community forums. Whereas with the standard report, you're only going to get these. So if you press there on the material summary quickly, yeah, just go to it. It's going to take a while because you have quite a lot of information in your job.
So the bigger the jobs, the slower the program.
The slower it gets, yes. But I think yours is also running a little bit slow because it's been running now for quite a long time. I see your license information is still open. Okay, so there's your material summary, giving you a breakdown of all of your materials and all those types of things.
But it doesn't show you board optimization and all that.
No, that gets done with Screen to Machine Center.
Okay.
We can, with Screen to Machine Center, you get a separate report functionality, but that you guys will have. That's completely separate. It comes with Screen to Machine, where you can go and pull out board optimization sheets and cut lists and all those types of things as well. Right, but that will cover once we get to the Screen to Machine side. But for now, you guys go through these reports, see what it is. Maybe you can use a few of them for the time being. And then to use them, you can go and file, print them, or print them as PDF, or however you need.
Okay, no, it's cool.
Right. So, but for now, we can go out of that. And then the last few things I want to show you quickly is assembly sheet, plan and elevation sheet, and part sheet. And my sleeve is going to crash.
Is there a function that we can run on the program to see if there's any bugs on the system, or does Reha do that?
No, there's nothing we can run to do.
What telltale signs are they that there is
Error
a bug?
messages.
Error.
We usually cross-reference error messages that we get.
And those error messages come at the bottom.
It'll tell you if there's an error. It'll tell you this is an issue, wada. And that's usually when you guys then book a support case with us to go and check then what's going on. And if we can't figure it out, we then create a case by Hexagon to tell us if it's a bug or what's the issue or how do we fix it or such. So
in most instances, when it's got a bug, you got to uninstall and reinstall.
If it's a bug, you need to wait for a software update. We don't really get bugs.
Okay, so that's
we don't really bugs. I haven't had a major bug in Cad And Vision now for the last, I think from version 2024.1.
Right.
Was the last time I actually saw a bug in Cad And Vision. You will get errors here and there, but that's usually SQL bombing out or the laptop running hot or RAM running hot or something just in the background.
From a processing perspective.
Yeah,
okay.
The processor
blacking out or something.
Right.
And then usually you book a support case with us, we can have a look at what's going on, fix it for you quickly. But most of the times, if there's an issue in cabinet, it's your fault. Because then you did something wrong, you changed something you shouldn't, or you did something you shouldn't. Then you usually just book a support case with us, and then we log on again, and we have a look and we fix it.
Nice.
All right.
Very cool.
So, last thing that I want to show you quickly is plan and elevation sheet, assembly sheet, and part sheet. So all that does is it gives us the ability to send through sheet information. So plan and elevation sheet does this. You go there into plan and elevation sheet. Oh, you can now go and select here on top. I want a plan or I want an elevation. So now you'll see you don't have this option here. The template option.
Yeah, okay.
That comes with extra port.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you can just use the stock standard one that is there. So for this now, you can select do you want plan, elevation, or both. For now, you can select both. Select the wall or the room that you want. So you can just select the kitchen to plan.
Yeah, okay.
No. Kitchen to plan.
Kitchen to plan.
And then say to drawing.
To drawing. Okay. Right.
And then there we can just go ahead and give it the sizes for our pages.
Well, in this case, it was an A4, for example.
Portrait or landscape. And then we can say okay. Now what that does is if you go to your drawings,
it's in already.
Go there to the drop down on top where it says sheet 1. There's going to be a new sheet there. And there's your plan sheet. The elevation sheet does exactly the same, but for your elevation use on that specific wall that you selected. So that just sends you a quick little plan elevation sheet through that you can then print out and use for your designs.
Okay.
Then the next one, if you go back to reports,
go back into
reports.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to assembly sheet.
Okay.
Now there's going to be all your units.
Wow.
So for this now I can go and select a specific unit. So I'm going to take the first one on top.
Well, my one is number 1.
And I'm going to say to drawing. Give it the paper size.
Same thing. Do that.
Just check it's on later.
A4.
And I'm going to say okay. Then we can go back to drawings. And then you'll see there is another sheet on top.
And we open that out. Oh, I see. Okay. So it keeps.
It adds your sheets.
Right. Nice.
And there's a full breakdown of that unit.
Beautiful.
All right. Last one that I want to show you here quickly. If you go back to reports, is part sheet. Go and select the top unit and say to drawing. Give it the paper size and say okay. This is going to take a little bit of a second.
Okay.
Go back to drawings. Now you'll see there on your layout there on top, there's going to be a few sheets. So what I did now is it sent a sheet through with information on for every single part in that unit. So select any one.
But that's because you ticked everything.
No, that's what the part layout does. It takes that unit you selected, breaks it down into its separate parts, and sends a sheet through for every single part.
Because if I go back into reports, and if I go back into part sheet, if I recall, so I select the top one, it's got the door parts separate sub-assembly.
Do you want to see door parts and do you want to see just machined parts only?
So that's what I'm saying. I can select and untick what I need to.
Yes. And then you can say there, select the unit again first.
Go back to the top.
And now I can say to drawing.
Then you can say to drawing. That's what that does.
And then it's going to send out through all those parts again. All right. But I think that's then it for now.
So that basically, there's just one more thing I need to. I was battling with it. If you can, because I know it says I can ask those questions after the test.
It's fine.
There's one error I keep picking up. If I go and you select a normal cabinet, for example.
Yes.
You can, if you double click onto it, now if I go into the properties, I like for example, I want to use screw and dowel on the whole thing.
Your construction method needs to
Yeah.
be modified.
I must just change the whole
You
construction
go
method.
and modify your construction method. Is it a job-wide level thing that you want to change, or just for this unit specifically?
Well, I saw it. You can do it per job level. You can do it per room level
Okay,
as well.
so for that, for the specific issue that you're facing now, is it for the unit specifically?
For the unit specific.
For that, you
Like,
go.
like, see, this is showing 710. It's supposed to be 720.
Yeah, but that's your total count.
Yeah.
So if you want to do it for this specific unit, if you want to change the connections,
Right.
go into properties,
Yes.
construction,
And then change it there.
modify for this assembly. And you can go and say my connections, go and change your connections for your part for this assembly only.
Cool bananas.
And that's it.
No, then we good. Then we
Huh?
good.
Okay, let's go through the test quickly.
Yeah.
Let me show you quickly what we're going to need. Capsing X, C training test, training day 3. So it's a bit of a lengthy test.
Yeah, I see that.
So part 1, setting up a layers and dimensions schedule.
Layers, okay, right.
Yeah, what we covered now, exactly as we covered it. It's just setting up your own designated layers and dimensions schedule. Part 2, doing a few renderings. So
Can I use my test to do the renderings?
yes, that's why you had to do the full design on day 2. Add a few lights. Add a few lights under your counters, in your units and such. Do a few camera views and save it, and then run a few renders. Okay. Part 3, Cad and Drawings. Create a new title block, same as what I showed you now. Then add the renderings you created through to your drawing page. Using the CAD function in drawings, double click on image, add a text lead on all 3 pages. So just use basic CAD functionality. And then use the to drawing function to send through a to drawing view of all of these. Now this I do to make sure that you understand where to go and get these different viewpoints. So you understand where to go to get those different viewpoints. And then part 4.
Just bear with me. Okay, run through it.
Right. Then part 4 is for reports.
Yes.
So bit center, creating a new rate tables, and I even tell you what to add in the rate table.
Okay.
Right. Using the add-ons option, add the following add-ons: generator cost and traveling.
All right.
So I tell you exactly what to do.
Yeah. So the following.
And then under report center here, if you do not have X reporting module, you can skip this section.
Which we don't have.
You don't have it, so this section you can skip. So section 2.1 and 2.2. You can skip those 2 questions. Plan and elevation and assembly
2
and
and
project.
2.1 we can skip.
Yeah, 2.1 and 2.2. Well, actually, part 2.
The whole of 2.
Yeah, 2 you can skip. Then 3, plan elevation, assembly and project, exactly what we did now. Just send through a few views. And then order entry. Do a few order entry customizations. And that's it.
The only one I'm a bit confused if you go on, where you got the ortho face, I can't remember that one now.
Assembly order to face, assembly order to end.
Go into my plan.
So that's if you're in a unit,
If I go into a unit, for example.
face, plan and end.
Oh yes, we were talking about the anatomy of the cat.
Yes.
Right.
So that's assembly face, assembly. So even if you're unsure of what a view exactly means, right click on the empty screen, go to properties, open up layers, and it'll tell you assembly order to plan.
Thank you.
So test, it's not a difficult test. It's a little bit of a lengthy test, yes.
It's muscle memory.
It's going to be muscle memory.